Hello there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Skin Diva channel and the Ageless Skin Coach, that would be me, where we spill the tea on staying fabulous and ageless. And today we have something special for you. That is our Mask Marvels. We're unmasking the best in skincare. And I'm going to turn it over to Gina. My job is done. I'm gone.
So fun. No, she's staying here because she's the expert. I have no clue about any of this. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another Skin Diva edition. This is Masked Marvels. Today,
Yes.
unmasking the best skincare.
Masking.
And of course, we have the amazing First Lady of Skincare, Nancy Reagan, founder of Ballerina Spa.
Hello, hello. And we have Gina Tassinelli, and she is the founder of Get Hype Media and Stylishly Branded.
Yes.
So
we're so excited because, as Nancy showed you in that picture,
we're doing a really fun event at the end of, and so we're doing this event, and we are actually, as my team, we're dressing up estheticians, we're dressing up as spa ladies, and we have you always see the typical green mask every time you see a spa. So we have this permanent makeup that's going on. That's going to be our green mask.
Actually, you were on TV with that.
Yes. We made the early Today Show and the early, I guess it was Fox News too. So it was kind of fun.
Super fun. Mm-hmm. So we're going to talk all about masks today, like literally 6 different ones, and what's in them. How do you know which one to choose? How do you know how to even use it to put it on? But before we get into that and we spill all the secrets, I want to mention that if you have not yet officially registered for a Skin Diva live virtual event like tonight, please don't forget to do that. Okay, I'm going to drop the link later, but here's why you want to register, because it gets you free access to Nancy's Skin Diva ebook.
And $5 off.
Yes, and a $5 promo code.
Right.
Hello.
Yes.
Who doesn't like that, right?
Yes.
So, and then we have some really special giveaways at the end. So here's how this works. If you're new to these live virtual events, we encourage lots of questions, lots of participation, because that's how we will determine if you're around and if you win. So feel free also to share this video right now in your newsfeed so that your girlfriends see it too. Obviously, the more the merrier. And I think those are all my announcements right now. I'm going to be watching the questions. Feel free to drop questions like as we're going through all of these masks and just amazing information that is going to really help us with glowing, beautiful skin. Okay. So don't be shy. Don't be quiet.
Well, I did in our Skin Diva Glow Club. If you're not a member, you probably want to join, but I did a poll and I was surprised that almost 70% actually mask. Because most of the time when you include a mask as part of your skincare, most of the time people are like, oh no, I'd rather skip that. Just give me this. I can barely get my face washed at night. So don't give me anything else that I need to do. But I'm going to give you a couple of times where you could mask really quickly.
Oh, cool.
And that it's not really, you're not lounging like you're Cleopatra, getting fanned on the beach. But you're spending that little time that you have, which is so precious to everybody because everybody is so busy, that you're spending that time masking, and it's really good for your skin. So we're going to go through first, I think, and foremost is the type of mask.
Right.
And then we're going to go through why it masks. But I may talk about that in between because of why it's so good for the skin and why different kinds work better.
Cool.
So if you have questions, again, don't hesitate.
Yeah. And actually, I'd love to know, do you mask? Excuse me. Do you use skincare masks? Let us know. Yes, masks, no masks. And also, what types do you use? That would be really good to know. And how often? How often do you mask?
Right? Once a year. No, I'm just kidding. When I get my facial, that might be another one. Like once a year and when I get my facial.
Hi, Sherry. Welcome.
Hi, Sherry. So the first one we're going to talk about is one of my absolute favorites. And this one comes in a little pouch. And
Rachel.
it is our little, hi, Rachel. It is our Bella Glow mask.
This is my favorite
one.
mask.
And this is a sheet mask. And so all of the goo is in this mask, and we have lots of paper towels, but everything is in this mask, and it looks like this. It also has a piece on it that is, hold on, it's cotton too, which makes a difference when you're buying sheet mask.
Mhm.
So when you're buying sheet mask, what they put on, I can't seem to, there we go. It has a neck piece
Oh, right.
too.
It's got
So
a
you
neck
can go
piece
under here.
Yep, and
So-
over here. And what I use this mask at home. That's the cool thing is that this mask, you use it here in the spa,
We
but
use it for all the,
this is
for
one
a
that you
lot of
can-
our facials.
yeah, and then this is one that you can actually use at home too. So like Rachel, you sometimes mask a few times a year. You can literally mask once a week with this. It's just so refreshing and so
Well,
yummy.
The really cool thing, if you take away nothing else, you can buy sheet masks. You can buy them for, I think, $3. You can buy them for $20. You can buy them for all kinds of different amounts of money. What the sheet mask is made of is very important. And then what is put into it is whether or not it's going to absorb.
Right.
So this particular sheet mask is made with cotton, and you're putting 100% cotton on your skin. You're not putting any polyester fibers. You're not putting anything that has chemicals. And you're also putting the ingredients are going to absorb readily into the skin versus actually staying on the mask.
Right.
So it's the other part of it is the more occlusive the mask is, the better it is. Now, this one again is a sheet mask, and
I want to show what it looks like on.
Okay.
I have my picture. So this is actually me with it on, and actually this one has a gold
cover. Yes.
That you would think the gold, like when I first, I accidentally, well, almost put the gold facing outwards. You want the gold actually to be facing inwards because that's what helps absorb.
It helps to push the product into
your
the skin.
It's
So you really want it pushing in. And that's the real point of the gold.
Yeah.
So with that being said, there's tons and tons. I mean, this gives you like a little sample of the ones we actually use at the spa. We have them that are clear that we can put LED if you in over the top of the mask. We also have oxygen and peptides and everything else. The one that we have that's the one that we love all the time, it has niacinamide in, which is a very wonderful anti-aging ingredient. It has peptides. It's pretty super powerful. But the cotton that is on the mask is really the key to the fact that it's what is a really healthy for the skin.
Right.
You don't really want to be putting something that's got polyester on the face that has product on it to push in.
Right.
And that's pretty much how they make, though. It's like taking a paper towel and doing it yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
So you could take a paper towel, but it's going to scratch the skin when you really see it done. So that is a paper towel mask. So sheet mask.
Sheet mask.
Any questions? Sherry says, yes, moisturizing mask, one time a month. If you're moisturizing mask, I'm going to see you try to up that to once a week if you can. And I'll give you a couple of ideas how.
Cool.
So the next one is a clay mask. This one happens to be from a brand called Unveil. Clay mask can also come in many different forms. Here's one that is a charcoal clay mask, and you can see how it is very, very, very charcoal, very, very.
It's kind of like a grayish.
And what happens with clay mask is they're made with different kinds of clay.
Mhm.
And there's kaolin clay, there's bentonite clay, there's all kinds of clay. Most of the clay masks are not necessarily considered to be hydrating. And everybody always thinks, oh, a clay mask, that's for acne. Well, a charcoal clay mask, because it's a detox mask, is made for acne. But then a micro exfoliator hydrating clay mask is made to actually help bring moisture to the skin.
Okay.
So it really depends on the type of mask that you're using. But when you're using the clay mask, you're using it to detox the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So
like
you want
pull out the
impurities, and the
That makes
clay, when it goes on, it becomes
like sucks
very,
it
very,
out.
very occlusive, and
Yeah.
it really helps to pull out. When you have a hydrating mask, you're looking at a hydrating mask, and I'll show you an example of that one. There's a lot of masks, but a hydrating mask is going to be more like that. And it's creamier.
Like creamier, yeah.
Mhm. It's creamier, and it's not quite as heavy.
Mhm.
And you could actually even wear this one to bed,
Oh,
believe it or not. One of
Okay.
my favorite times to mask is putting it on and letting you sleep all night with it.
okay.
The sheet
So you're not
mask,
going to wake up like,
no, you will not like, won't bring up like frozen Elsa. You're waking up like, Elsa. They said let it go, but you really didn't. But no, it's really, really, it's a great time to mask.
Mhm.
The sheet mask is a little hard to do at night, but I have done it. But you
have?
yes, but you wake up and you start peeling, and you go, what was that? And then it's gross, and it's like it falls off the pillow, and it's like, no, it's not good. But having a hydrating mask is actually really, really nice for clay. Then we're on to
Gel mask.
You want the gel? Okay, or the cream?
Oh, cream.
You want
Sorry,
cream?
Yes.
Okay.
Cream mask.
So again, there's lots of cream masks. We have one by SkinScript. These are professional masks. They don't sell the mask to anybody for retail. It's only for professional. But Biodroga has one that is a wonderful cream mask. It's their Power Moist mask. And technically, this is super, 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 super creamy.
Mhm.
There's not a cream mask is like a heavy, heavy duty moisturizer. And it is usually packed with hyaluronic, squalene. It's packed with ingredients that are really going to help drive those into the skin.
Mhm.
It doesn't have clay, hence the difference between a clay mask and a
Right.
cream mask. It's the absence of clay.
Right.
So, but that's
Makes sense.
really the only real difference between the two. The formulations are the same. Sherry goes, I love to wear it to bed.
I love it.
Well, Sherry, we need to like up it to more than one time a month. We need to make that like maybe if you like to wear it, then you can wear it once a week. Yes, we could definitely add that on for sure. Then we are on to
our
gel
mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me pull over here. Gel masks are very popular too because they go on. It feels like aloe is has a great gel mask.
Like refreshing.
It's very refreshing. And this particular one is a seaweed mask. The gel mask are used, and you can see how pretty that is. And a gel mask is used when you need to, because it's clear, it's not driving, it's not as occlusive to the skin. You're not going to see as much detoxing. You're not going to see, you're mostly going to see healing.
Okay.
So you're healing with a gel mask. So if you're using an aloe gel or a seaweed gel, it's more of a time to heal the skin.
Mhm.
So if you're somebody who has rosacea, or you're somebody who has really, really cystic acne and you
Mhm.
need to calm the skin down, or a sunburn, you're going to use something with a gel. We like to use our silver gel
Mhm.
as a mask
My daughter
because it's
loves
colloidal silver,
Yeah.
and it's not technically a mask. It's technically used as colloidal silver to actually heal, but it's really good for providing this healing.
Yeah,
for a
and I will
mask.
say, my daughter, she has acne on and off. When she uses that,
Mhm.
it goes away. Like the next day, she's clear.
It's such a healer.
Yeah.
Colloidal silver is magic when it
Mhm.
comes to healing the skin. Then our next one is peel off.
I love peeling. I love the peel off mask.
And
This is like it's one of those things that I just like. Okay, we're all women here, so I'm gonna be a little gross, but when like somebody is peeling, like somebody that I know, a family member, is peeling from the sun, I love peeling that off. So I love peel masks.
we're not going to let her be
Peel
an
off mask.
esthetician in the room at all,
No.
because our clients would be terribly like hurt. But no peeling. The peel off mask, when we do it professionally, they come in powder, and we mix it with whatever serum. Sometimes it's water, sometimes it's micelle water, whatever it is that we mix, or aloe, and then that powder becomes this mask that then goes on the face, and then we take it and peel it off.
Yeah.
I'm not like, some people absolutely adore them. I end up with, it's in your hair, it's in your ears, it's everywhere. And gel masks are really fun. I find that what they're made of, though, is not necessarily the best thing always for your skin. It's fun to use.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's, everybody has, this is great, but it's not necessarily the best for your skin. The other thing that I find is, if you leave it on too long, you bring too much blood to the surface. And when you go to peel it off, you can really have some irritation.
Okay.
It's like pulling a Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
It's not so fun,
No.
but it is a good thing. I mean, but it's Then you have exfoliating mask. And we have a great, that one is really one of our favorite ones. And this one is our micro polish bamboo sand. And it goes on like this, and you can put it on as a very, very thin layer. So it goes on as a very thin layer. And then when you can leave it on, and then let's say you are rushing in the morning and you're getting up, you head to the bathroom, you put on your mask, then you head to the kitchen, you get your cup of coffee, or I'm hoping you're doing your protein aminos or something that's going to give you your protein for the day. Then after that, you're running back to the bathroom because you have to get dressed really fast. So, and then you're brushing your teeth. And by the time you get to the shower, you can now get in the shower. It's been on 10 to 15 minutes.
Right.
And then you can scrub it off in the shower. And now you've had a mask and exfoliation. And it's a double duty mask exfoliation experience too. But it's a great way.
I love that
to
mask.
like actually do a double duty. And it's just very thin enough, and it's sand, so it's not going to be abrasive,
right?
Which we don't really want for our faces, but it's really nice to give you that feeling of exfoliation and a mask.
And your skin is so soft afterwards.
Right.
I actually use that. I hope it's okay.
No,
Like on my
it's not.
chest. I use it on my chest. I use it all the way like through here, and it feels so good. And then on my
On your
hands too.
That's
and
really
it makes
smart.
my hands so
That's
smooth.
very smart to use it on your hands.
I didn't know there were so many masks with so many different applications. Yeah. All this information is very helpful. I know, right? Yeah.
The really key, Rachel, and I find is really being able to match the person up. Yeah, you got me in the
So
mood for
cute,
a mask.
Rosetta.
Yeah.
I
But
love that.
matching the person up with the right mask.
Right.
And I think that's the part of, if you're going to have a facial at a spa or your esthetician or wherever you're going to go, is making sure that it's not one-stop shopping,
Mhm.
because it's not one mask for every person that walks through the door.
Right.
Every mask should be customized for whether the person has dry skin, dehydrated skin, two different things,
Mhm.
acne, whatever it is, it should be a different mask. And then the right kind for the right condition.
Right.
So I don't want something that's dry and dehydrating to be on somebody who needs hydration. So
Mhm.
you're just trying to really make sure that somebody didn't sell you the wrong
Right.
mask.
Just to sell
So
it. Yeah.
just to sell the mask. And that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, because somebody will come in and go, oh, well, I bought blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking and I'm going, why did they recommend that mask? And then I'm trying to well, do you have a daughter or granddaughter? Or then I'll say, do you
can gift it.
or, it could be the other way around. You have a younger person coming in that really should have a clay mask or something that's going to pull more oil.
Right.
And somebody has sold them a sheet mask that's for hydration. So you have all of these different masks, because people don't really know which one should I buy for me.
Right. They think just
So-
because it's a mask, okay, this is
Right.
good for me.
Good for me.
I always
Look at the wrappers to make
Yeah.
a purchase decision. Haha, boy, am I out of the loop. But you know what? You're a consumer, and you're not. Now you'll know there's all these
that's why
different
we
kinds.
do these. Yeah.
And that's how we started doing this, was we really wanted you to be educated, so you were making really good decisions for your skin.
Right.
I mean, because if seriously, when you look in the mirror and you look in your mirror and you go, oh my gosh, I'm looking so tired, or oh my gosh, my skin's not glowing, or oh, it's dull. All of those thoughts go back into how you feel today.
Right.
And my goal is that you wake up and you're like, oh my God, look at that. I look great. Because that's
I look
how
ageless.
Yes, I learned a new word this week. Youngish.
Youngish.
Yes. I'm like, I
I'm
resemble youngish. So somebody said youngish. So let's keep going.
Okay.
So how to use if anybody has questions on a type of mask, we definitely can go back through them.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to go through how to use a mask properly so that you get maximum benefit. So you want to, you like a new word, youngish? Are you youngish too?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
For the eye area. So there are little gel eye masks that are fabulous, but a sheet mask is most of the time a sheet mask like that. They're going to have every ingredient that you need that can go on here on the eye and on the actual lid. So some masks that we have professionally actually have the actual cotton that goes over the eyelid, but the ones that you use at home, like that one,
Glow.
they always have the little eyes that are open.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's a bad thing. They want you to see where you're going.
Right.
So as you're wearing your mask.
I
and
actually
you're driving.
laid down and just had my eyes closed, and it was dripping around my eyes, and it felt so good.
It doesn't hurt because everything is really nice. It feels nice around the eye area, but all of that moisture, you want as much moisture as you can pour into the fine skin around the eyes,
Right.
as much as you can get.
Yeah.
So really doing a sheet mask, or there's another from like Biodroga, their hydrating mask is going to give you that moisture underneath, but there's nothing like having the goop, the goop that is literally,
all around your eyes.
when you see the goop, I mean, that's kind of like the goop
Yeah.
that you can put around the eye, and that is going to give you the good stuff that here you want some. I know you
Yes.
do.
I'm like,
I know you want some here. So preparing the skin for the mask is some people like, oh, I just put the mask right over my makeup, or I didn't wash my face. Yeah.
oh,
And I just put it on. Or they just did an acid peel and then they put the mask on. And prepping your skin is, you want to cleanse it, not with something too oil stripping. And you want to make sure it's, somewhat exfoliated if you're not doing an exfoliation type, like the scrub mask that we talked about with the scrub and the mask at the same time. So you want to make sure that that is correct. And then you're looking at duration and timing. So how long should you leave it on? And how long do you actually have to leave it on? So most masks will give you a benefit within 10 minutes. So if you leave it on 20 minutes or you leave it on overnight is dependent upon the type of mask that it is. But most are 10 to 15 minutes. That's why getting up early, when you get up and you go to the first bathroom and you put the mask on right after that, you have, by the time you get to your coffee, your vitamins, your whatever, and you're back to your shower, you've got plenty of time. It's time to take it off, and it's been on enough time. So that's one of my favorite times of preparing the skin and getting it done.
Yeah.
Frequency of use and how long you should leave it on is super important, because one time a month is really good because I'm so proud of you. But once a week is really going to give you optimum results for keeping your skin glowing.
Yeah.
And part of that is, and this is the major reason why, is a mask is occlusive, which means it's going to block all of the stuff that's coming to the skin, because your skin is breathing
environmental
everything. And so every time you cover up the skin, the brain goes, oh my goodness, I have to push all that off of the skin. So the brain sends down serums to the skin to help push off what's on it. So the more that you mask, the more oxygen you have to the cells in your face, the more serums that come to your skin naturally, the healthier you look, the more glowing you look.
And the youngish.
You look. Right. So it helps your skin from, a really wonderful standpoint of looking better and feeling better, simply because of the mask. But it's a total brain physiology thing. They've been masking back to the times of Cleopatra. You've been masking for ever and ever. But it's a wonderful thing to do. If you have combination skin, and I get that question a lot, you really, let's say it's really, really oily in your T-zone and it's really dry out on the sides, which also means, that you have other things going on besides just the oil combination skin. But it means that you could use a mask for the T-zone that's like a clay mask. And the outside, you could use a hydrating power mask. So you could use two different kinds of masks at the same time in order to make that happen, which is kind of cool.
That's fascinating.
Sensitivity to mask, it depends on the ingredients. If you feel like it's burning, if you feel like it's itching, I get it off your face as fast as possible. It could be one ingredient that's bothering you. It could be several, but you want to make sure that you get it off as soon as possible,
Right.
because you want to make sure. Some people patch test, so they do that, and that makes a difference too. The benefits, I think we've talked about all the benefits. I just want to make sure we cover everything. If you hear, that is Henrietta, my little daughter. She's protecting us from the big bad people outside the spa tonight. So if you hear her barking, she's not masking, she's barking and protecting us. But the benefits are really skin hydration, huge for the face, moisturizing, because it artificially, the brain plumps up the skin. So you're getting that moisture to the skin. For clay mask and everything, it does deep cleansing. It detoxifies, so that's a wonderful thing when you, especially for acne. So it's a really good thing. Other ingredients, you can brighten the skin. So if a mask has an ingredient like kojic acid, which is an acid, but it's a brightening acid, or lemon or something to that effect, it's going to actually brighten the skin completely. And that can help with a wonderful glow. You can exfoliate, which we saw. It'll give you like skin renewal exfoliation. And then probably the most important part is stress reduction. So I know you're running from the bedroom to the bathroom, and then you're running and getting, and your day is going, or at night you're getting ready, to like wind down, but you're watching TV or you're doing relaxing. You can put a mask on.
That's true.
And take your time and do a little self-care. And I don't care what your husband says or your boyfriend or anything like that, because it's really, really good for you to, and also for anybody who has daughters, it's really good for your daughter to see that you're taking care of yourself, so that you can keep on doing. Hey, thanks for the message.
Oh, thank you.
Really nice.
I will say that my skin, so my skin, ever since I've been using products from ballerinaspa.com and coming in for facials, my skin is
She's
so
advertising.
And but this is a real advertisement. And I use the Bella Glow mask at home. I use this not once a week, I would say twice a month. So I need to up my game on this, but and the exfoliating, the ballerina,
the scrub mask,
I use that too, and it's in my shower because I love it so much.
It's really great. But teaching your daughters and teaching them to, number one, I don't think my mom ever taught me how to cleanse my face or anything. And I was so busy playing sports, I never did anything. So it was like, there was no wonder I had terrible, terrible acne, which is why I do this today. But the whole part of really taking care of yourself, stocking stuffers for the daughters, it's really teaching the next generation of self-care and pampering, because the worst thing you can happen is for any of us, women, men, to be self-conscious about how we look or how we feel or how old we are, just because our face doesn't put the best foot forward. So that's my goal, is that you're putting your best foot forward all the time, 24/7, mask or not. No, but I think the next thing, any more questions too, but I kind of want to go through a couple of retail masks and they can see the difference. Like that one, again, you've seen it 8 million times, but
I know, because I keep showing it.
But it's a sheet mask. It's made on a cotton, and it is very, very good at pushing in for hydration dehydration, combination skin, but that's going to give you a glow.
Yeah.
It's for somebody who just wants to really have like a special, like you're going to a, hot date the next night or that, and you put it on. And all of the celebrities, before they're getting ready to go on for the big awards, that
the
you
red
will
carpet.
see sheet mask everywhere. You'll see them taking microcurrents and lifting over the top of the sheet mask. It's hilarious. They're getting all ready because they want everything to look bright, tight, and for the cameras. So it's really interesting that it's a sheet, the sheet mask. The next one that we've talked about, this was from Biodroga. It used to be a Power Moist mask, and they renamed everything. It's now called a Hydra Boost
This
mask.
is on your website too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may see it as a Power Moist mask, but it's very calming. It's also super, super hydration, and it will give you a lot of ability to have that overnight creamy feeling, and then wake up and go, wow, I feel like amazing.
Yeah.
Environ has 2 masks that we're crazy about. One is their hydrating clay mask. And it seems like that doesn't go together, but because of the way it's cream, it's not a clay that actually draws out detoxes. It's actually a hydrating clay. So it's very, very hydrating. Then they just had one. This one is a killer treatment. This is total treatment. It is called a Revival mask. And we need to, if anybody wants this, we can actually ship it. I don't even think it's online. There's only so many hours in a day. Yeah. But this is a mask that you put on, you wake up the next day, and it is like a treatment that has firmed, tightened, pulled, everything. You can only use it like maybe once every 10 days.
Oh, okay.
Because if people use it more, you're going to peel and have a little too much.
Potent.
But it's very potent.
Powerful.
Very powerful.
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah. At what age should you start using skincare products, and can any age use the mask?
I honestly think that if you can teach even your 6 and 7-year-old how to cleanse properly with a very gentle cleanser, that they're taking all the detox and all the grime and the pplayground and all of the stuff and the
air in the school,
the softball and the tennis or whatever, whatever basketball, whatever the kids are playing.
Yeah.
They're getting all of that dirt off of the skin. So it's not sitting on the skin all day. The other part that happens is by the time the little girls are 11 or 12, they're already starting to develop acne. So if they can form good cleansing routines early, I think that's a great start to having preventative skincare.
Right.
So, and being proactive about it. You just want to make sure that skin, which we would all die to have that baby skin again.
Yeah.
But the skin is multiplying so fast, the cells, so it's turning so fast. You want to make sure nothing is stripping that skin. That is all super gentle. So using something that even a creamy cleanser is nothing that's stripping until they get to a little bit 11, 12, more where they're starting to see oil on the skin and blackheads and everything like that. So you're in a preventative. Any age can use a mask.
Yeah.
And I find it so adorable when little girls do their little spa party and they look like me, and except everybody called me the spa Grinch with the green mask. It was funny. It's like, no, this is a mask. It's not the spa Grinch. So I had to tell my sister, I'm not a spa Grinch. The next one is a retinol exfoliating scrub mask. And this one is, again, super powerful. It is retinol, it is kojic, it is malic acid. It is very, very treatment oriented. You could actually do this 1 week and then the next week do a hydrating. It keeps you rotating and balancing. So you're not overstripping, because you can get a little active sometimes with retinol.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure you don't overdo it. And then of course, our favorite, which is our bamboo exfoliating scrub mask, which is made with bamboo sand. And it's just super, very gentle.
So I actually use this before I put this on.
Right.
Because I use this to exfoliate a little bit, and then I use this.
And it gives you a little glow. It helps to detox, and then you can push all the serums in.
Yeah.
So it's a good combination of making everything happen. So what other questions do we have? So anybody needs some specific questions as to their personal journey and anything? We'll leave it open for a second.
We'll leave it open. So feel free to drop any questions. In the meantime, we have some specials to share.
I know.
Okay. So actually, I should probably drop the link right now. I'll drop it in a minute.
She's going to drop it.
So there is a 15% off promo code right now on all of these masks. And if you go to ballerinaspa.com, that'll take you straight to the website. 15% off all masks using promo code.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
Boo15.
Boo15. BOO 15.
Yes.
Boo15. At checkout, you'll get 15% off. Do you say that you use? Yes. Yes, that's a mask also.
Because it's an exfoliating mask, it's very, it's not as occlusive as maybe a sheet mask. It's not going to be quite as covered, but it is going to give you an exfoliating feel to it.
Yeah.
So it does give you that ability to have exfoliation. So
so
besides the
Boo15, the other special thing that Nancy is doing tonight is when you purchase one product, you get a free Ballerina Glow mask. If you purchase 2 products or more, you get 2 of these.
Correct.
Okay. So, and that is good until tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So it's good for 24 hours. Just FYI. I have a lot of fine wrinkles around my lips, and I don't know what would be a good treatment.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. Are you exfoliating at all? So that's a question. If you can.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of a
lag here.
Yeah.
But no. Okay. So because you need to, she's giving my child
sorry,
who wants lots of attention
here.
So there you have it. Like child, like mother. So exfoliating around the lip area is every time you see dryness and skin start to form what you see in the mirror as a wrinkle, that is the skin not having enough plumpness in the skin to be able to hold the skin safely. So you want the skin to get the plumpness back. So you need to exfoliate first. Then you're going to use something like squalene or hyaluronic to act like a filler, or ceramides. So a ceramide also acts like a filler to the skin, because what you're doing is inside every cell, the skin's very complex. There's fluid around every cell that kind of holds it up. And when we get wrinkles, the wrinkle of what you see is actually an indentation where the skin's elasticity and the collagen, they cannot hold the mattress up. It's like a box springs and mattress, and they cannot keep it held up. So something's got to give. So it just kind of caves in. So what you're doing is we have so many facial expressions. We can't like stop smiling. We can't stop laughing. So we're not stopping our facial expressions. And you can always tell when a baby's born, like if they're going to have, if they're going to have the little 11s because of their facial expressions. But the lip area is one of those things that, because we might have done or like that or something like that with our facial expression, it's going to seem like it's more pronounced. So make sure you exfoliate. Make sure you're putting on something that's going to fill that area. And there's hyaluronic serums, there's ceramide serums. That area, you can basically keep nurturing it. And also you want high dose vitamins. So all of that is going to help with the fine lines around the lips. And I call them fine lines. They're not fine wrinkles, but they might turn into fine wrinkles, but they start out as fine lines. But and then every time you do a mask, every time you do anything like that, you're drawing oxygen to the area. So when the oxygen hits that area, it's bringing in all the nutrients that the skin needs in order to plump back up. So that is the goal.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of fillers or doing Botox, but that's just my personal preference.
Yeah, those are other options.
There are other options, and there's a lot of people that do the from the vitamin standpoint. I'm a huge fan of Environ for high dose vitamins and peptides. It's definitely, Rachel, it is not the cheapest product because it's imported from South Africa, but the products have a sequence that they work themselves up. Give me 1 second. I'll show you. I'll give you an example. Just 1 second.
So Rachel, and these, what she's showing you, they're on the ballerinaspa.com website. Even though they're Environ, Nancy carries them, just so you know, and they can get shipped to you.
Depending on your skin. So Environ has 2 levels. One is kind of your under 40, which is considered to be their Skin Essentia A form. And then they have the over 40, which is where I am. And that one's called the Youth Essentia A. So what they have is high dose vitamin A, C, and E. And it works as a triangle. The vitamin A is not a retinol, like a fat, an acid form. It's a fat soluble form of vitamin A. So you can really push that into the skin. So I would start with either AVST3, or if you're in that other age group, not me, of course, in the youngish age group, you would start with a sequence 2. It comes 1, 2, 3, 4. And each one steps up is how much level of vitamins that you can actually push into the skin.
I'm using that, but I'm not in that age group.
So she's youngish all by herself.
I'm youngish.
But you want to combine the 2 Environ. But any questions, like Rachel, if you have more questions and you want specific, don't hesitate to please reach out and ask, because I'm here to answer questions.
Yeah.
Natalie said, how often should we do a mask? If you do one once a week, I think you're a superhero. I just think I think that is, from a masking standpoint, from at home and a self-care, that is like the Mac Daddy of masking, is to have somebody who could do it once a week.
Yeah.
I just think that is fabulous. And your skin, you're going to start to notice going, oh, wow, it looks really, really good. And I mean, I try no matter what to always do. I may not have anything else done. I may need to dermaplane. I may need to do something else, but I always try to get a mask in, because even if I have to sleep in it, so that it's something that your skin repairs itself at night. So it's a very good thing. So
great questions though. Anything else? Any other questions? We still have time, so make use of it. Nancy's here to keep answering. While Henrietta's sleeping on my, lap.
Exfoliation.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
that is a
another
really good
related
question. So exfoliation is going to depend on the thickness of your skin and also how thickness versus thinness of your skin.
Mhm.
And then additionally, whether or not you have detoxing. But for a general use, really probably once a week would be plenty to do. But other times, if exfoliation, it should, sometimes people are 3 times a week. It's such an individual thing, and it depends what you're exfoliating with. If you're exfoliating with a really powerful retinol scrub mask that's super powerful, I would tell you once a week. If you've got something that's super gentle, I would say, okay, you can get away with doing it, once, every other day, and just make sure that your skin, but you just don't want to overdo it because it completely dehydrates the skin.
And you're stripping
all it's called it, the acid mantle pH balance. You're stripping it off the skin. You don't want to do that. So have they been booed enough? Boo 15.
Yeah, I'm dropping the link to the masks and the promo code, so you guys have that.
And we loved having you all tonight, and we're super, super grateful. I'm very grateful to have all of you. If you're not in the Skin Diva Glow Club, please join us and let us know what we can do to help your skincare journey. There's your Boo 15 for 15% off, and every product that you purchase, you get one, and two,
you get two of these for free. So,
thank
absolutely.
you.
Thanks for being on.
Anything else?
You know what? Actually, I have a quick question for everyone. So, what are some topics as it relates to skincare, to ageless beauty, to anti-aging, to youngish, that you would really like to learn more about? Because we're going to be doing more of these. So thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. So if there's anything specific that you guys want to know about, that will help Nancy and I come up with our next topics. And obviously we want to be able to bring to you information that's going to be helpful to you. So we'll have to do, Natalie, do it.
Yes, definitely do it. And take a picture and put it in the chat. I want to see your mask.
That would be fun.
That would be really, really fun.
Share it in the group.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Natalie, or on the page. Natalie, I think you're on the page. Yeah, share it over on the page.
We'd love to see it.
Or wherever you're watching. Anything else? I think we're good. All right, ladies. Have a beautiful night, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Henrietta, you're still